last time that we talked to you, and we've been able to confirm through reading the treaty in full that it calls for the automatic military intervention from either North Korea or Russia if either of those countries were to engage in some armed conflict with an enemy. And you're right, that is making headlines across the peninsula right now. It's one of the top headlines of one of the major papers here in Seoul, with all of the images of the pageantry in Pyongyang splashed across front pages here in Seoul today. So we have that agreement and condemnation from South Korea's government. But South Korea is saying, you know what, we got to have a chat with Russia, because South Korea has relatively good relations with Russia. So condemnation, but we want to hear more. And at the same time, the chief of South Korea's National Security Council is saying, in the future, we may, and we stress the word may, review our policy of not sending lethal weapons to Ukraine. That is something that South Korea has had in place for a while now, since the 2+ years of the war in Ukraine, but opening the door to perhaps change that policy now that Moscow and Pyongyang have this new military alliance. But you know, we have more and more North Korea watchers who are saying this could be more of a statement than real substance. The title of this treaty, Rahel, is called a Comprehensive Strategic Partnership Agreement. It is not an alliance like Kim Jong-un was saying yesterday. Vladimir Putin is not even calling it an alliance. North Korea watchers are saying that Putin and Kim Jong-un may be exaggerating this a little bit, because neither of them have had such a great year so far. Listen to a little bit more on that point.
김정은이 2024년에
Kim Jong-un hasn't had notable political achievements in the first half of 2024, so creating an atmosphere that the two countries have restored the past military alliance between the Soviet Union and North Korea would be a way to show this summit as his political victory.
Okay, so Rahel, two things. Where do we go from here? The first item, we are still awaiting comment from our own American National Security Council and also the Pentagon. We have requests for comment in. It'll be fascinating to see what John Kirby and the rest of the establishment from the Pentagon in terms of what they are telling the press briefings that are yet to come in the next couple days, now that we are beyond the Juneteenth holiday. That sort of explains why we don't have a comment from them yet. Also, this agreement between Pyongyang and Moscow opens up the door for military drills between North Korea and Russia. So it'll be interesting to see how, if at all, those drills materialize as the United States, South Korea, and Japan in the next few days, with their stronger alliance, are expected to hold naval military drills as a new method of cooperation since they entered a strategic alliance of their own last autumn. So watch this space. A lot going on. The dust still has not settled here on the Korean Peninsula, Rahel.
Watch this space and watch what they say, but to your point, watch what they do. Mike Valerio, live for us there in Seoul. Mike, thank you. Yeah.